you go. Perfect. Perfect. So, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good as well. Thank you. Thank you. So, welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. So, before we start, I have to give you an epic welcome to the show. If you have watched some of my episodes, you know exactly what I'm about to do. If not, it's okay. Let me just show you. It's epic, I know. Yes. Right? It's like the perfect way to start. Even sometimes they will tell me that they would like to have like this sound whenever they wake up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Totally.
But
Totally.
right. But anyway, so starting with the whole interview here, tell me how your acting career started.
Yeah, so I've been acting since I was 6. I grew up doing theater as a kid, and I always knew that I wanted to be an actor. I did a lot of sketch comedy growing up, big productions, and I didn't get into film until college.
Yeah.
Once I did my first film project, I kind of just knew that this was more my path over theater. And it all kind of just spiraled from there.
That's really cool. Wow. And what were some of the challenges that you had when you started your career?
Well, when I moved out to Los Angeles, the main challenge was figuring out who you could trust, who couldn't. There's a lot of artists out here. There's a lot of people who will make you think that they have your best in mind when in fact they really don't.
Yeah.
So that was definitely a triumph when I to know who to trust and who not to trust, and it's just figuring out. You kind of just know who you should collab with and then who shouldn't, and who you should stay away from.
True. Interesting.
Yeah,
it is true. I mean, sometimes whenever you will start like this new project or something, you will get the chance sometimes to meet people that you might think that they're honest and they might have like true intentions on it, but then you realize that they're pretty much either using you or just like trying to see what they can get from you. You know what I mean? So
absolutely, and you waste a lot of time. You waste a lot of time. You don't know who to trust and who not to.
Yeah, totally. Now, so you're a trained actress and dancer. So tell me, what do you like the most of both?
Being an actor, the thing that I love most about being an actor is you can totally immerse yourself in this world that you normally don't live. You can put yourself in people from different time periods and different walks of life. With that comes research. You can dive into so many different worlds you never would have thought of before. That's really my favorite thing. And with acting, I mean, aside from collaborating with people from different walks of life as well, you learn so much being an actor, and I'm very grateful for it. And being a dancer, it's just always been very freeing for me. And when you get to do it and get paid for it, it's just such a good feeling.
Absolutely. That's amazing. And tell me, what are some of the techniques or things that you do in order to prepare a character?
Well, I really like to build the world in my head. I sometimes get a little too into it. I mean, I will like write novels for my character, and things like, what's this character's favorite food? What did they not like? I mean, who was their first crush? Why did they stop dating? And like, what are their favorite subjects to study in school? Just like all of these like random things, nothing to do with the text on the page, but really serve to the story when you think about it. Because there's also like when you dive into the text and you formulate an opinion on literally every word that you say, and that you, and you have an opinion about the surroundings too. That's my favorite thing. And also like creating playlists. When you go to set, get in the mood and everyone trying to talk to you, and get to know you, and it can also take you out of your world. But if you create a playlist and then just, pop away for, then it gets back into the mood that you need to get in order to serve properly.
Okay. Wow. And tell me, what's the goal that you usually try to achieve in every performance that you have?
Yeah, I think the most important thing to me when you serve the story, and I know that a lot of actors goes, and every role is about them, and that everything should be about them and their character, when in reality there's a lot of roles that you play, especially when you start out, like as a co-star, it has literally nothing to do with you. It's just, what does your character do to the story and drive the story forward? And so if I've done that, then I know that I have served my purpose and my end goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now, if you could give an advice to future actors, what would you say to them?
Oh man. Oh, there's so much. You need to have thick skin. It's a really tough industry, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. I have so many months out, well acquainted with the word, and it's important to realize that 90% of the time, you get the role because you're a bad actor. You probably didn't fit because your hair was just a little too dark, or even in some instances, you may look too similar to one of the main cast. I worked in casting, and I feel like every actor should work in casting because it really takes the pressure off when you go into see how the process.
Okay. Now, in 2020, you were in Selfie. So tell me about your character and about that film as well.
Oh, I'm such a small little cameo, but it was such a fun little project to be part of because it was with people that I went to college with, and it was really nice to work with them years, see how everyone's doing and how much everybody's progressed. So that was a lot of fun, even if it wasn't the role.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. And that same year you also appeared in Next Time and Claire's Choice. So what did you enjoy the most about those films?
Oh gosh, those were a few shorts that I did. I collaborated with some really awesome, talented people. That was the thing I enjoyed the most. I mean, I filmed Claire's Choice in the middle of the pandemic. Comedy, and it's really something that I needed to do just because it was such a dark time, and of course we did it safely. And it's probably one of my favorite things I filmed. It was like this Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Office type of short, and it was fun to see, for sure. Come for it to come to life.
Cool. Now, would you say that all of the characters that you have played so far could describe parts of yourself?
Hello, noted. Don't bring your phone outside. You might overheat.
Perfect. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, we can't have a show if sometimes we have technical difficulties, right? So it's fine.
Totally, like the sun was going down. I was like, oh, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be nice outside. And nope. Even when it's hot and not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I've been there too.
Anyways, hello everybody.
Welcome back. Yeah.
So, anyways, where were we?
Yeah, so we were on that. Would you say that from all of the characters that you have played so far, could describe parts of yourself?
Oh yeah, totally. I think if you don't play a character and put yourself into that character, then you're not properly serving the character. I mean, there's roles where I play the fun, quirky, over the top character, or the one who has like a jaded past.
Yeah.
There's little pieces of me in each of those roles. I feel like I've lived, like, for as young as I am, I've lived so many different lives, and it's nice to be able to throw little pieces of each experience that I've had into different roles to serve a different purpose.
Yeah. Okay. Preach. I like that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also I think that it's also kind of taking a break a little bit from yourself whenever you get the chance to play a role, right? That you get kind of having this chance to get away from yourself a little bit, to be somebody else for a while, And I think at the same time, when you go back to yourself, then it's, I mean, I haven't been there, but I would say, or I would assume that it's kind of a nice experience, to get to be like, to have the chance to explore different type of roles and different personalities and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
That's great. That's cool. Now, if you could describe your career at the moment on a movie or a TV show, tell me what would be the title of it.
Oh gosh, would it be like my own made-up TV show, or would it be? Okay. Oh gosh. Who knows? That's the title. Who knows? Because literally, who knows what's gonna happen? I mean, I wake up each day and I just have like so many different surprises. Like, hey, I want to do this? Of course I do. Want to work on this TV show? You got it. There's just so many random things that happen all the time that it's just like, do you know what's gonna happen next? No, but how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, that's deep. Yeah, I like it. Who knows? Who knows what? I don't know. You want to see it? Let's watch it. Who knows? Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
Nice. Well, as I say in all of my interviews, whenever I ask these questions, then when you get the chance to create that, you can watch this back and you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember this name. I got a title now. Cool.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Now, in general, what do you like the most about acting? Tell me.
Oh, the thing that I like the most about acting is being able to tell stories. There's just something really special about touching like people's lives. For example, I sometimes get DMs like, oh, I saw this thing you were in and it really inspired me to want to write my own short or pursue this and do that. And just knowing that you've inspired other people is the best part of the business, and it's the entire reason that I wanted to be an actor. Anyways, it was just me and my mom growing up, and I felt alone a lot of the time. So the way that I grew up and a lot of life lessons as a young kid was through movies. I felt very connected to specific characters, and I don't think I would be the same person I am today without some of those movies. So it's kind of like I would love to do that for another kid growing up, to make them feel like they're not as alone. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. Now, you moved so when you moved to Los Angeles working as a cam up for ESPN, that's badass, by the way. And after that, then having a 9-to-5 job, you got back into film production, and as a production assistant director, you worked projects like Brooklyn 99, Euphoria, Good Trouble, and content for Disney Plus here and there. So you also been in the production coordination of a project with Joaquin Phoenix. That's +2 badass, by the way. And here we go. Yeah, okay. And also, you were recently an assistant director on a Cheech and Chong documentary, and you just wrapped a half-hour comedy show coming to Peacock called Bust Down. So tell me about all of this. Tell me about it. Like how does it feel? Like, where did your inspiration come from? Yeah. I mean, tell me about it.
Oh yeah, totally. Oh man, it's been a wild ride. So I did move out here to be a camera operator for ESPN. Realized that the camera department was not for me, even though I made really cool friends. But yeah, it just was not my department. And then I moved to a 9-to-5 job just because I needed to save money. LA is not cheap to live in.
Yeah, of course.
I got myself acclimated, had some savings. I was really fortunate and made some friends who then introduced me to somebody who got me on as a production assistant to Truth Be Told, which was originally called Are You Sleeping? But so that's on Apple Plus. I think their second season is out or going to be out. I haven't worked on the second season, but
There you go.
start. It was the first season, and then it kind of all just spiraled from there. I learned a lot, worked on some insanely awesome projects, and made a lot of friends, and was just very fortunate. I've met my idols. I've met people that I've looked up to since I was a kid watching those movies.
Yeah.
And it's just been such a crazy ride. And then I realized maybe the assistant director department's for me, aside from acting. So yeah, I've been very fortunate and been booked and busy, and have worked on the Cheech and Chong documentary recently, which was a crazy one. And then recently wrapped Bust Down, which is going to be on Peacock in like 2022. I don't know when it's going to come out. Just stay tuned. But that was fun. I was a production assistant on that. But yeah, it's a really cool business. It's a lot of hard work.
Yeah, of course.
Really fun, really, it's a really cool business to be in, because especially as an actor, and if there's any way that actors can get on set, I highly recommend it, because there's that I have learned along the way, just on both ends, that really benefit either side.
Wow. Yeah, that is interesting. Yeah, I totally, I think that as in every project you want to start, or career that you wanna take, that you want to take.
Me too. Bust Down. Okay, great.
that is definitely gonna take, it's gonna take like some hard work here and there in order to make it happen. Of course, that it's gonna be moments in which you're gonna doubt yourself if you wanted to continue doing it or not. But I mean, as you just said, and basically you are the living proof of by doing hard work on the thing that you enjoy the most, you're gonna have such amazing results.
Absolutely. And it's in this business, it's all about who. And if you just do everything with a good attitude and always open to learning new things, you will go, especially in production.
Yeah.
Acting's a different story. I mean, you still have to have a good attitude and be able to just go out there and play, but more about just being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right people. But yeah, I mean, either way, hard work is the key to success.
Totally. And my last question here is, what advice could you give to people who recently started, like, following their dreams, or to those who are stuck in this 9-to-5 job that they want to leave it and to move into pursue a passion or something they enjoy the most now? So what kind of advice could you give to them?
Yeah, oh gosh, that kind of reminds me of that character in that cartoon where the guy's digging to get to gold, and he stops as he's about to get to the gold and turns around. And then I feel like that's kind of how it is when you follow your dreams, just as you're right about to give up is when things are going to happen for you. So just never give up, and eventually you'll find the gold, whatever that is for you. And as for any pursuit that you have, you do need to take care of yourself and your art, your whatever you're pursuing will flourish. I mean, it's just like, I think the most important thing that I have learned is to really check on your mental health.
Yeah.
I feel like, if you you have a guitar and you're a musician. You wouldn't neglect the guitar. You wouldn't not tune your guitar. You wouldn't not do the sound check and then just perform blind. I feel like you need to do that for yourself. You need to make sure that you your strength. You need to make sure that you do have that sound check. You need to make sure that you're still in good condition to work. Otherwise, you're gonna fall apart. There's times I neglected myself just for a paycheck, and I was in a really dark place. And the best thing that you can do, and things that have worked for me, you get a journal and you just write, like anything, just anything, pros and cons about this or that. Write things that you love about yourself. Just write thoughts that just pop up in your head. Get it out. You gotta get it out somehow. I mean, therapy. It's like therapy. There's such a stigma around therapy, but so many people go to therapy, and it's such a good, wonderful thing to do. I go to therapy.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. You just need somebody to talk to. I'm not gonna judge you. So. Yeah. That's my best advice. Especially. I mean, the film industry, the medical field, being a lawyer, like, they're all really hard jobs, and like anything in between. Like, even if you just work, like, I mean, I don't know, like if you even work at a McDonald's, like, you're gonna have hardships anywhere.
Yeah.
And you just need to take care of yourself, no matter what your line of work is. That's my best advice.
Totally. Yeah, it's true. At the end of the day, you will have to do. I mean, at the end of the day, just do the thing that you like the most, right? I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of thing it is. If you want to be a lawyer, doctor, actor, I don't know. I mean, like, there's so many professions here, but it doesn't matter which one you want, as long as it is the one that you enjoy the most, right? And also, of course, that therapy. I mean, the other day I was checking here that in this kind of monologue in which they were saying that therapy should be include kind of on the basic needs, that water, eggs, therapy, stuff like that, because it is totally necessary every now and then to find someone that can help you out to kind of release some steam so you can continue moving with your passion, because we all have moments in which we want to like throw everything away, just kind of be away from everything. But I think those moments also they will build your character for the future.
Oh, absolutely, like 100%. So yeah.
Well, what can I say? I mean, definitely you are a super talented, amazing, badass person. I'm super excited to know and to see more of your projects in the future. Now, because we just finished the whole questions here, I have to give you this huge kind of shout out. So here we go. And again, I mean, you are definitely a real person, and that is I think one of the awesome things that you can find in a person, that whenever that person is real and you're definitely like that. So keep being that amazing person. Also, make sure that everyone's here is following her. Normally what I would say is that if you're watching this on the YouTube video later or on the podcast later on, put pause, follow her, leave 1 million likes, and then come back. And again, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Keep having an amazing rest of the day, evening, an amazing rest of the week, and I'll see you in the next one.
Yes, thank you so much, Dano. And I'm so sorry about the whole my phone overheating.
That's okay, don't worry, it's fine. We all have moments like that.
Oh no, if it's gonna happen to anyone, it's gonna happen to me. It's just normal.
That's fine. I mean, there's been times for me in which like the interview will cut and then have to split it into two, or sometimes that the battery died. One time it happened to me that in the middle of the interview my phone died. I didn't check the battery and I was like, oh crap. So moments like that, they just make the show more real. So it's okay.
All right. Well, it's also a lesson to people: do not leave your phone out.
Yeah, there you go. That's a
In
life lesson there. That's a life lesson there. But anyway, yeah. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Thank you so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye,
You
everyone.
too.
Thank you.
Bye.